So I've just picked up a pack of the new 2nd generation AirTags, and I want to see how they compare against the 1st generation AirTags. Now there's going to be plenty of videos on how the features are different between the two AirTags, but I want to see inside the AirTag. I want to take one apart. I've been taking the 1st generation AirTags apart for a while. I've been selling slim versions of an AirTag on Etsy, but I'm intrigued to see how different the PCB inside the AirTag is, and to see if there's any way I can optimize the thickness of the slim AirTag I've been selling on Etsy. So we'll open these up in a minute. We all know what they look like inside. I'm intrigued to see how these look. While I'm at it as well, I may as well see how the packaging is different. Got two side by side. So one of the main differences I've noticed straight away, well, you've probably noticed it too, is the shape of the box and the design on the front. Another thing Apple has semi-recently introduced is this paper strip. It used to be a plastic strip, that's paper, and that's now present on the old AirTags. And one other difference I've spotted is you can probably see it shimmering in the light, is that all of the text is slightly raised. It's like it's been UV printed on or something, whereas this is just standard printing, it's not raised at all. So we'll put these to one side and we'll open these ones. So we all know what this is going to be like. Pull that. Try and open the bottom. Okay, so if anyone's interested, there's all of that. Normally I throw these away because who's got time to read that? So that's interesting. So it's got a little clippy latchy thing, and that's the new AirTag 2 packaging. The plastic on this is slightly more papery feeling. It probably looks a bit different as well, a bit more hazy. Actually, we'll open up the other AirTags as well, and we can compare them side by side. Get rid of that. So these just flop open. There was no sort of latch there. Not sure what the reason for that is, but I'm sure there is one. Okay, so let's just put the two AirTags side by side. So yeah, old AirTag, new AirTag. That's the other side. They look the same, they feel the same, same weight. Suppose I'll get one connected to my iPhone as well. We know what the 1st generation looks like, so we can move that to one side. With these, you just pull the paper off and pull the tab out, and it makes a noise. Noise is the same. The cover's slightly different. You can see it's got, let's just do this one like that. That's the old generation. I believe that's actually changed over time as well. In fact, I've actually got several samples we can look at to compare how they've changed over time. Have they changed? Yes. Let's get that connected, see what it does. Could not. I've probably been a bit slow with that. Let's try again. Already starting to take it apart. Oh, new QR code. Don't know whether I should be blurring that or not. Right, let's put that back in. Just hold that in. It's probably not going to come up now because there we go. So animation looks the same. It's not even got the new CE stuff on the 3D model. Right, backpack will do. Try not to dox myself. Must remember to blur that. Seems to make the same noise. Yeah, there we go. Right, let's view. Let's make it make a noise quickly. So interestingly, the noise is slightly different, slightly higher pitch. Find nearby. We all know what that looks like really. probably a bit more accurate. I'm sure some other videos will tell you how much more accurate it is and whether it lives up to Apple's claims of whatever number they've given. Right, well, while we're here, let's remove that. Is it this one? Yep. Let's get rid of that. Right, take the battery out. Yeah, so interesting QR codey looking thing on the back and an R symbol. I'm not quite sure what that means, but I'm sure someone else will tell you. Let's just get to opening it. So I've got pretty good at opening the original AirTags with how many times I've done it. These seem a bit more stuck together. But we're in. Okay, interesting. And the board does actually look a bit thinner, so that is very promising. While we're here, we'll just open this one up. Battery, basically the same. They're still shaving off the bitter coating, so to stop people licking them, they have a bitter coating on them, and to make good contact with the battery contacts, they shave a bit of that coating off, which is why all batteries you find in an AirTag have scoring around the edges. So we'll take this one apart. Yeah, that's changed slightly as well. So this is the difference. I am getting quite excited about the thinness of that board. But I'll leave you in suspense and just take this one out first. Seeing as I can do this reasonably quickly. So that's the magnet for the speaker, and in the plastic shell, that's the coil. So if you want to know how a speaker works, go and look it up. Cool. So normally I'd just take all of these bits of glue off with these pliers, put them in my AirTag, and solder on battery wires and a new speaker. But I'll leave that like that for now. Right, so let's look at this one. See the battery connector, slightly different angle. A few more test pads on the left hand side. Right, so new AirTag. Let's have a look. I will do what I've always done with the AirTags and cut the tabs. I'm intrigued to see if there's any anti-tamper mechanisms inside. If it will maybe say something on the phone when I connect it, or if it'll just not work. We shall wait and see. So I'm being a bit more careful than I normally would be with the old style, just because I don't know what's inside. I can already see that there's some interesting adhesion going on here, and I've potentially already cracked the antenna board, but we'll see if it still works. Just have to be careful. I'm going to start snipping. Okay, so it's looking like at the moment that's not connected to anything. I think that was just some sort of glue that's holding it in place, so I'm going to very carefully just break these away and see what it reveals. Okay, so looks like the coil is slightly bigger than the last. That's the old one. Does the magnet just pop out like the old one? It's like it's a bit more fixed in place. I wonder if this is part of the anti-tampering. Right, well, I'm interested to see now if we're able to get anything working on it. I'm just going to put this on to insulate the electronics. So it's not going to make a noise anymore because I've obviously removed the coil. There we go. There we go, so it's connected still. Okay, so I'm going to try and remove the magnet for this speaker, just because it would make fitting the AirTag a bit easier if I was to 3D print a housing for it. I'll try and do it without breaking it. Yeah, it seems like they've glued it in quite well. There we go, magnets out. That is quite nice. You can see how much thinner it is compared to the old one. Well, that's the first look at the new AirTag Teardown. I'm going to go away, do some probing and see if I can 3D print an even slimmer AirTag. Thanks for watching. If you like what you see, do the whole subscribe and like thing. You never know, I might make another video about the AirTag. We'll see. Cool. Alright, speak to you later.